Libra or Libra cross watcher, I'm smiling because I wrote something down right before I started your video. I was like, what are we getting for Libra? What are we getting? You know what I heard? It's just funny. It's just funny. I'm getting a couple of different things from it, so I'll give you every scenario and then we'll kind of get a message out of it. But Libra or Libra cross watcher, I heard it's getting a little big, but we will make it fit. Or I said it's getting. That's not what I wrote. Okay, we'll go with that too. It's getting. So I said it's getting, but what I had wrote was it's a little big, but we will make it fit. Now listen, y'all can put that any way that goes for you. Something could be, somebody could be like, ow, it hurts, you know? You know what I'm saying? Look, that's a good problem to have, okay? If I was a male, I would love to have that problem. Just saying. Well, I guess a female too. I guess I would love to have that problem if I was active, you know? But anyways, okay, we're not talking about that here. This is not... This is not YouTube corn, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so it's getting a little big, or it's a little big, but we will make it fit. This could be anything. Some of you could have just got a new vehicle and it's too big to fit in the garage, or it's too big to fit in the driveway. Maybe the driveway is small. Maybe there's a she shed or something that's put in the yard, and it's like, yeah, it's a little big, but we'll make it fit. It could be a piece of furniture, a new piece of furniture. It's like, it's a little big. We can't really get it in the doorway or in this awkward space or up the stairs or in the corner or whatever. It's a little big, takes up a lot of space in the room or something, but we'll make it work. We'll make it fit. This could be new pots and pans, but it's like they don't all fit in the cabinets. So then I'm definitely seeing cabinets and pots and pans right now. So it's like, but they don't fit, you know, but we're going to make it work. We will shove that shit in there. Okay, we'll shove it in there. We're gonna make it work, make it fit. It's like a small space. Also, this could be like a small space. We don't have a lot of room for it. It could be anything: a bed, a couch, a table, TV, entertainment center. We don't really have a lot of room for it, but we'll make it fit. Okay, what else? This could be anything, like classrooms. You know, sometimes they go to capacity where you can't have so many people, so many students in a classroom. It's like, yeah, well, it's already a little big, but we could take a couple more. We'll just make it fit. We'll make it work, okay? Let me think of other scenarios. It's a little big. It's a little big, but we will make it fit. We'll make it work. I see a wallet. Somebody here, it could be like a wallet in a billfold I'm also hearing. It's a little big. It doesn't really fit in my... Somebody needs a new wallet here. If so, confirmation. I'm seeing a wallet. But it's like, oh, you know, I like my old wallet. I don't want a new wallet. I hate the wallets these days anyway. These old wallets are the best wallets ever. A billfold. I keep hearing somebody say billfold or bill. But, yeah, it's something along those lines. That's, you know, it's big. It's really big. Could be clothing. Oh my God, some of you could be getting new clothing. It's like, yeah, it's a little big. Or you know how sometimes when you have kids, at least, no, that doesn't mean you have kids if you're watching this video, but a lot of times when you have children, you're like, yes, we bought the clothes and the shoes bigger, but you're going to grow into them. Yes, it's a little big, but you're going to make it fit. You're going to work with it. Or maybe it's like you or somebody here is going to this where it's like, I feel a little big, but I'll make it fit. I'll stretch it out. I'll just stretch it so it fits. Oh my God, stop. Y'all's mind's in the gutter. I'll stretch it so it fits. It can be like somebody's trying to fit something on one piece of paper. You know, it's like it's a little big. It doesn't necessarily mean big, but it could be in length. Oh my God, stop it. I'm seeing images of dicks in my head. Stop, you guys. Anyway, you know where like the writing is like all the way down and it's like, oh, it's just filling up with it, but we'll make it fit. I can like start writing all the way up the side. You ever done that? When you start writing and you have to go up the paper, up the side of something because it just don't all fit. It could be if you're traveling somewhere, you need more space, or maybe it's not travel, but just commuting back and forth between somewhere and like having a lot of something in a vehicle. It's like, yeah, it's a little bit full. It's at capacity. It's already big. It's already filled up. But we can shove a little more in there and make it fit. Maybe somebody's full. This could be somebody who's eating a lot and they're like, oh my God, but it's so good. I just want a little bit more. Yeah, I'm getting a little big or I'm getting a little full, but I can finish the rest of this. Like finishing the plate, finishing what's on the plate, finishing some food before it goes bad. Yeah, somebody here also makes sure they eat everything on their plate. I'm hearing it's just how I was raised, you know, just how I was raised. You finish everything on your plate. If you got it, you got to finish it on your plate. We don't leave anything on our plate unless you fall asleep in the middle of eating it. You better finish what's on your plate. It's like, yeah, it's a little, you know, it's a little whatever, but we'll make it fit. This could be like trying to fit a whole bunch of clothes onto a clothing rack or into a closet or in a drawer. It's like, yeah, it's a little bit full. It's stuffed, but we can fit a little bit more in it. Listen to me. Some of y'all could be actually like involved in corn or watching corn. I'm seeing something very specific here. I'm also seeing like threesomes, making stuff fit in every tight space that you can. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. That's all I need. Just a minute. Lord. You know, like the attic. If you got like a small crawl space. Oh God. If you have a small space and you don't have a lot of room, but you're like, no, we need to fit more in there. We need to put more up in there. We'll make it fit. We'll make it work. Okay, let's say somebody's moving in or moving out. It could be like, well, we don't have that much room. We don't have a whole lot of rooms or a lot of space or enough room for an extra bed or like something like that. But we'll make it fit. If we've got to all move in together or sleep in the same space, or what are we going to do with the extra items? Somebody may have to get like a storage shed here. It could also be something to do with a storage shed. Needing a large enough one so that everything fits. You get the idea. Damn, I went all the way down on this timer. Then that all the way down on this timer. See, it's just, it doesn't matter what I say. It's just the words that come out of my mouth would make it fit. You know, oh, okay. I'm just going to talk about it. Somebody clearly wants to talk about SEX here. Somebody constantly, this could be you, Libra or Libra crosswatcher, or somebody else. Somebody likes to get oral here. Like that's like their favorite thing ever. And they're thinking about a person who does it the best, or who, maybe it's their partner. Maybe it's an ex-partner. Maybe it's a hooker down the street. I don't fucking know. You know, maybe it's somebody they met offline. It's just like, damn, that was the best head I ever got ever. Like literally, you don't even know. They literally took it all in. Like they made it fit. I don't know how they made it fit, but they made it fit. Damn near swallowed that thing all the way till it came out the other end. Like they just made it fit. You never know with that little mouth. You never know. I mean, this just made it fit. Could even be somebody in awe of the fact of childbirth. Like, wow, how in the... I could literally see somebody who's watching someone give birth or just contemplating the idea of giving birth and like, wow. You ever seen Look Who's Talking Now? And it's like, what do they say? How do you have something the size of a watermelon come out the hole the size of a lemon? Somebody's just contemplating the... It's just perplexing of how something so tiny can produce something so large and not completely be destroyed in the end. It's like, honey, sometimes it is destroyed. Sometimes the walls get all torn up, you know. You know, people like just paint walls. Somebody paints here. Somebody do painting or scraping the paint off the walls because of furniture or moving things or accidentally nicking the paint off the walls. And it's like, oh, because we had to shove it in there and make it fit, or because something scraped against it, you know. But so that's what I'm talking about when it comes to childbirth. Sometimes things do get torn up. Y'all just get y'all, you know. Some people here may not, like the men don't understand, but the women know what I'm talking about. Sometimes there's ripping, tearing, cutting, you know, and that shit don't ever come back out the same. Why do you think we pee ourselves every time we laugh? Because that shit ain't the same. It just ain't the same. You know, and then it has to, like, over time, just like right back. And it's like, how does it do that? Like, wow, that's miraculous. I can't even believe it. It's just amazing here. Like, you know, well, believe it. You know, just believe it. It's elastic. Can't believe we fit all of that in there. It's like packing a lot. I could think of a million stories, guys. We can keep going on yours forever. This is your message today. 2 minutes still. Let's keep going. This could be somebody here in the military. I'm seeing a military person. You know that military people are the best at packing suitcases. They just know how to pack shit because they have to. My dad, for one, he knows. He's the one that told me all that. Like, they know how to pack things. It's like, wow. Or somebody who has a really big garage here and they have everything in it. It's like so much shit. But it's like amazing. They can fit all that in there. They know how to organize it. I see movers. Somebody could be moving here. Something to do with moving. Movers. Packing. Marines. Or I said Marines. Army. Some National Guard. Navy. Whatever branch, just military here. I'm picking up one also. Like, man, they get all something to do with moving, packing. Yeah. Wow. Okay. How do they do that? How do they? Could even just be someone like they have such a busy schedule and such a packed day to get so many things done. It's like, how will I ever find the time to get all of this accomplished in one day? But somebody's able to fit it all in, even though it's such a big schedule, even though it's such a big to-do list. It's like, wow, packing a whole bunch of shit in one bag, carrying a whole bunch of groceries in at one time. It's like, wow, how could they carry all those, that big load at one time? It's like, how were they able to get all of that in there at one time? And it's like, well, they just made it happen. They just shoved it in there. They just held it up. They just used their strength. They just fucking made it work. They made it work, you know. How are you able to be married to somebody for so long? And it's like, I just made it work. I just made it fit. It was a big task, you know. There were times that weren't so great, but we made do with what we had. We made it work, you know. I really enjoyed your message. It was a nice break from some of the others. Like, not that any of them were bad for the people I was reading them for, but it was just hectic energies coming their way. I felt a couple of people wanting to like rip people's heads off. I, for one, wanted to. And this one is just a nice refresher of, if something doesn't fit, sometimes you can just shove it. If something looks like it's not going to fit, you just make it, you know, or you lube it up a little bit, or you can always fix it in the end. You can always paint over it. You can always sew it up. You can always get a new one. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just, you know, me, the head. Somebody really likes head here. I'm going to go on that note. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.